long time. We no regular, never. Them know our style, you know. Yeah, what? You know we can't team 'cause we wild, you know. Girls and Kyle, you know. Make them know this. Brother the Benz, the brother the rims. Tell a boy no red eye, me work hard for me things. Them know a regular we fly like say we have wings. When you have thick fat Kyle, then a brother the link. Yeah, we no really matter when nobody wants say. We no beg firm, we full of militants. Your gala say she like me 'cause me clothes them trendy. Full of jewelry and we money plenty. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls off the surplus. Yeah, no boy can't hurt us. Touch road we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus. Yeah, put them in a dirt fuss. Yeah, we a flip the gal them skirt fuss. Yeah, action pack we no storyteller. Style them different, no we no popular. Clips off the load when no roll with killer. If I no girls and money then a jokes we inna. Some boy a beginner, we are the winner. Roll with the spinner when me on for the dinner. Your gal get pick up when me roll up inna the beamer. Thick fat Kyle and liquor. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls off the surplus. No boy can't hurt us. Touch road we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus. Yeah, put them in a dirt fuss. Yeah, we a flip the gal them skirt fuss. Brother the Benz, the brother the rims. Tell a boy no red eye, me work hard for me things. Them know a regular we fly like say we have wings. When you have thick fat Kyle, then a brother the link. Yeah, we no really matter when nobody wants say. We no beg firm, we full of militants. Your gala say she like me 'cause me clothes them trendy. Full of jewelry and we money plenty. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls off the surplus. Yeah, no boy can't hurt us. Touch road we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus. Yeah, put them in a dirt fuss. Yeah, we a flip the gal them skirt fuss.
Yo.
What's going on?
Yo, I have some news today. I have news today. Hold on,
Yeah.
let me see what Trickstar is. Tricks is like, I don't know. Can I break the news without Trickstar? I don't think I can break the news without Trickstar or Tasha Michelle. I'm gonna keep my news till Monday.
Okay.
But what I want to talk about, because we were supposed to break this Wednesday on the stream, but I wasn't around.
Yeah, you got a little busy.
I got a little busy.
I couldn't wait.
So obviously you know what the news is, and obviously you guys know what's going on. We have Valiant at Unity, and you know what? That's great for me. I don't know how the fuck that's gonna work out for Sherwin. I don't want to even know the numbers because I don't want to pass out. All I want to say is you take the risk, I take the video and the photos, and it's a perfect relationship. But you have something that I peeped that I really want to talk about. Can we talk about it?
Absolutely.
Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. As promised, I have hot sauce's shoe. Look how cute and feet her were before she opened up Spark FM. Now she's like, now her foot's all flat from doing the roads in Trinidad. Flat feet and corns. But this is hot sauce's shoe pre-carnival. And she never went to carnival. But she was just my little hot sauce. Now she's Miss Danny Johnson. But as promised, we never want to let people down. I said I'll have hot sauce's shoe on the next stream. And here it is. I'm cleaning out my room. Me and DJ Gas been working hard to clean up my room. All right, enough with the bullshit, enough with the nonsense. The stream is crazy. I noticed that Valen is coming. I love it. Great. Perfect. Good for me. I hope it's good for you, but it's probably going to be better for me than it is you because that's how selfish I am. I think it's good for the Caribbean community. I love the fact that Unity has become receptive to the culture. I love the fact that Sherwin is taking these unprecedented risks, because it's different when you're a promoter and a club owner. Club owner only thinks money, and yeah, because you got to pay the fucking bills, you got to pay the liquor license, you got to pay security. There's a lot of risk that comes with it, so you don't want to open your doors. It's bad enough you got to open up your doors. It's worse to open up your doors and take a loss. Where promoters, it's a little bit different as a risk, but there's a lot more on the line. Because if I throw a show somewhere, something happens, fuck it, I'm done. But you got to protect the house.
Right.
Perfect for Valiant. Perfect for us. What the hell is going on with the ticketing? The floor is yours.
All right. So I had actually put out a post maybe 2 months ago saying that that we were like one of the largest. Can't remember the exact number. I think we were number one in ticket sales in Eventbrite. It was either a weekly or monthly basis, because obviously we do so many people, so many events, and specifically Friday Night Live weekly, right? And we sell a lot of tickets. You know, we give a lot of great deals: $5 tickets, $10 tickets. A lot of times, those are with artists. So we sell a lot of tickets. So we started. I started to get reached out to by a couple of different ticket event companies, you know, people who do ticketing, right? So obviously, most people use Eventbrite, 99.9% of us. And I started seeing some other people using some other things for different reasons, varying reasons. And, you know, they started asking me some questions about my statistics, how many tickets I was selling, revenue. And when I told them, I just realized, oh shit, we're a hot commodity. Like, we literally had about 10 people fighting for us to join their platform, right? Including Eventbrite, who offered us a specific partnership that would have been a different type of account from everybody else, from what they're using. Differences in fees, such. So what kind of caught my eye with this one, Humanitix, is first their mission statement. So their mission statement is that they're for charity. So all the fees that you pay, you know, on top of when you pay $30 and it ends up coming to 35, you know, usually that goes into someone's pocket, which is cool. I'm all about people making money, but these fees now go from companies' pockets to charity. There's a couple of different charities involved, and I thought that was incredible. I checked the credit processing fees, which are also different. I don't want to bore people. You know, those were less expensive. So overall,
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Completely bore people because
yeah,
we there's 100 people on the chat. We only want to reach. Life to me is only geared to the top 1%. So the
okay.
top 1% is going to want to know this information. The 99% is probably going to click off and say we bored them to fucking death. But the top 1% want to hear this. So please, bore us.
So the credit processing fees, I forgot the exact numbers, but when you broke the numbers down, they play with the formula a little bit. They were cheaper, right? They offered to take a lesser percentage of the tickets, which means I can offer better prices and I can make more money. Just be straight up. There's more money in it for me. So it worked all the way around. It worked for my customer base, and it worked for me, and it worked for, you know, charity. So I'm like win. On top of that, there are a couple of different features inside of Humanitix that people are going to see soon, for where I want to take the events, not only just at Unity, but just kind of in the culture altogether. So one of the bigger functionalities that we now have is to do like season or like weekend long tickets. So for instance, if, you know, Bobby Shakes has his brunch on Sunday, I have my lime on Friday, and then Saturday somewhere else, you can now buy tickets to all three of those events for a discounted price, and you basically have a week long thing. price, right? So instead of paying $30 for each event, you're now getting your tickets for $20 for each event because you just buy a ticket and it gives you an individual ticket for all the events. That's big because I am working on putting on at least minimum 2 events. I want it to be, ideally, I want it to be four events from Thursday to Sunday for a Boston Carnival weekend, where people have, you know, the different events already going on. We can bundle those things all into one package. You have your different events. If you want to buy 2 tickets out of the 4, you can do that. If you want to buy 3, if you want to buy them all, or if you only want 1, right? I think that's going to be big for pushing our culture forward, especially when people are looking for us on the outside and they really don't know what to do. And they're asking all these different people where the hell to go. Well, we know where to go. You buy your bundle. These are the 4 events that we're going to, and boom, that's what ends up happening. So that's one of the main functionalities that they have. But it's, to me, when I talk to, the owners, they also were developers. There's things that are just a lot easier. For instance, when I publish the Valiant event, they asked me immediately, I didn't even know this was going to happen. They asked me immediately, do you want a QR code? So I said, yeah. And I just hit download, and it downloaded a QR code. So before with Eventbrite, I'd have to go take the ticket link, go find a QR company for either online or Photoshop, create it, and then go put it on the fly. It was automatically, boom, kind of right there. So the other thing, because I'm a little bit closer to, basically the structure of the company, there's some other things that really kind of ticked me off with Eventbrite, and I understand the banks. It's kind of like the refunding policies. It was getting insane. I don't really cry over spilled milk, a couple dollars here and there, but it was getting to the point where, people were requesting refunds from their bank. Then Eventbrite would send me this whole list of things to do to prove that the person was at the event. I was sending confirmation of people checking in, buying the tickets, messages of me talking to the people about that person about being at the event. And even one time where rarely I ended it as I actually sent a photo of that person at the event, in the event that they said that they were not at. And it still was refunded. And I was just like, it didn't become a big deal, but I looked down further down the road. I said, this is insane, because we take lots of risk, especially with big events like Valiant. Again, so they didn't want to know the numbers. And everybody knows that Valiant is a bigger artist capacity-wise than Unity Sports and Cultural Club, which is another reason why you should buy your tickets, because it's probably going to be a ticket-only event, and I just don't want to deal with any BS at the door. Which means that there's not really profit. For a lack of better words, this is a free party that's not a free party.
Basically.
If you catch my drift, people support me all the way year round. I love y'all for that. Boom, this is a gift, right? You're not going to find $30 Valiant tickets anywhere on this side of the earth. Yes, those are the early bird prices. They will raise because, I really don't want to have to sell my firstborn to finish paying, the artist. But another big thing is culturally, too, people have to understand, is he performing or just hosting? All right, so hosting means different things in different communities. If you've been to any Caribbean event, when someone says they're hosting, you know what that means. This isn't like hip hop when people say they're hosting and they show up in there, whatever, and they don't perform any of their songs, right? So he will be performing. He's not going to go from 1998 Valiant. He wasn't around in 98, but he's not going to go all the way from the bottom of his catalog all the way through, right? He has a host of new songs that, the last time he was not in Boston, but in the vicinity, like Guanso, Batty Did, Lumba, Down, all those songs did not exist when he was here last time. So we're looking forward to him singing those songs. So yes, there will be a performance on there. So and there'll be a meet and greet as well too. So you have your VIP tickets and all the rest of that stuff. You know what I mean? So boom. This is not hip hop. He's not going to just show up and you're just going to see him and then there's a DJ play. He will take the stage and, sing some of his songs, most of his hits, right? So with that, damn, where was I? I kind of lost my train of thought. Talk about Valiant being too big. Yeah, so obviously Valiant is.
Oh, we were talking about the refunds.
The refunds. Okay, yeah. So it got to the point where with an event like this, where the profit margin, I can't have 20 people after the event come to the event and say that they weren't there. It's okay if I don't make much money, but I'm not taking a huge loss for it. It could become problematic. There was kind of no way to defend myself for it. And I know it's not all on Eventbrite, but, that has to fix, especially for an event like that. We just can't play those type of games. And most people are great, but out of the hundreds of people to go, and 20 people could really hurt. $20, $50 tickets. That adds up pretty quick, right? So that was one of my other kind of concerns with, the platform and the refunds and things of that sort. I just really wanted to do something. I don't feel like Bostonians should have to leave Boston during July 4th to have a good event. And we ended up doing that, And then the next thing I want to say is big up to Valiant, big up to his team. Big up to my friends, because I've made connections with DJs, promoters, and stuff, whether it's booking them and stuff like that, who have, kind of shouted our names from the heavens, because Valiant, for a lack of a better words, chose us. So when people ask, and I don't need to go all the way into it, when people ask, oh, why is it here? Why is this, and that? Obviously, I'm going to do it here because for obvious reasons, but, they chose us, right? He has a fan base in this city. You start looking for who is really upholding the culture. And, we're on a short list of people that, we got reached out to that, we're going to do it here. No shade to, other venues outside of our community or but I just feel like this event should be somewhere where the promoter actually has Valiant songs in his Apple Music, right? Where the bar actually has white rum. Where the kitchen has
no shade to Bacardi.
Right.
No shade to Bacardi.
So, like, if a venue is going to profit off of us, then it should be us that benefit within reason. Now, that there's certain things that we can't control, and some artists are just way bigger than what we have. But I think we can rethink this, right? Because everybody's going to be like, well, Valiant's not supposed to be at Uni. I kind of disagree, right? And I could go down my thought process, but for lack of better words, if someone's isn't in the kitchen, selling jerk chicken and festival, during a dance hall event or a Caribbean event, I don't want to eat Italian sausages at the venue watching Valiant. That doesn't really make sense to me, right? I don't want to drink Budweiser. I want to drink, our local beer, Stag, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? I want to drink our local liquors, right? I want people not to turn on the lights during a big performance because they understand how big this is to the culture, right? Maybe I can give you the extra 3 minutes that's needed. I can be a little bit more receptive because it is our culture. And again, our culture is so big now, and big up to our culture, that it's bigger than a lot of the things that we have, but we need to work towards being able to hold our artists, most of our artists, it might not be cartel, in the venues and in the spaces that we have. You know what I mean? So that's my goal. No problem for anybody that does it, the opposite way. But in my thought process, like Tasha Michelle says, those dollars should stay within this community, right? That money that goes to the bar should stay here. So when we're looking for, renovations and this stuff like that, Valiant money should be going into that, not to somebody else's stuff who could care less, right? Because we actually care about the culture and the performance, and it's not just a dollar sign, right? Because even if shows like this flop, we'll continue to have them, right? in these other places, if it doesn't make them money, there's no dance hall, there's no soca, whatever. We have a lot, especially downtown, right? You go a lot of places, you'll hear dance hall and soca all over the place, but that's only because it makes it money, right? You're not gonna continually go to a weekly event someplace and there's 5 people there listening to soca and they're gonna keep having it. They're gonna be like, all right, let's go to reggaeton or some other shit. You know what I'm saying? And big up to reggaeton too. Oh, this to them. You know what I mean? So I think, most people, you're patrons, so you're not thinking about that. But I think, again, when you say to the 1%ers, 1%ers need to think about that. You know what I mean? And kind of work forward. So that's what we have it, man. Valiant, July 4th, huge show, ticket-only event. Tickets are flying. 25% of the tickets will be, or a third of the tickets will be early bird tickets prices. Once those are sold up, prices will go up. And again, there's not a lot of profit margin, but the 1% knows that. The others think you make $1 million, and that's okay.
I want to add our Sunday brunch to that package there.
Right.
I really do. How do we make that happen? Sure. How do we make that happen?
This is my first event on Humanitix. I'm working out the logistics of how to do those things. I know it can be done. I just haven't done it before. And the QR code. Let's go.
Yeah. This is what we're trying to do here. We are trying to elevate the game on a technical level.
Right. You can share the live on my Facebook. So people know.
Yeah, I consider Shakes is Live a tech company, and we do reggae as opposed to being just a reggae website. Do you want to get into the weeds when we talk about numbers for Valiant, or no? Or do we want to keep that a secret?
No,
we probably should, because I don't know. Everybody has a different working deal, and if we give that deal out, then someone say, "Yo, how come I do that for him and not do that for me?" Blah 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 blah. Right? Yes.
Yeah.
No.
So, yeah, and then for the artist too, you don't.
Right.
Some people are sensitive about that. What I can say though is
right.
Valiant is at least twice as expensive, more than 2 times, close to 3 times more expensive than any artist that's ever been in Unity, ever. Any promoter,
that's
not
crazy.
for me, ever.
That's crazy.
He's at a number where most people would say this does not make sense. It doesn't exist. I will encourage people to please purchase VIPs tickets with meet and greets and stuff like that. If you're able to and you want to meet them, there's a higher profit margin there, and that's the only way that we're able to even closely do this. So I really thank people for doing that. I'm just going to be completely honest. VIP tickets are like first class tickets on a plane.
Right.
And that's where I actually got this thought process from too. If what people don't know what I mean, when you get on a plane, the tickets that you buy, general tickets, people don't make any money off of those regular tickets. The airline makes all the profit off of the first class tickets. So basically, you kind of break even on the regular tickets, and then you may make some money on the thing. So VIP tickets, you buy the VIP tickets, I might make $1. If not, I'm going to lose a couple of dollars. So I will put that out there. It's a great deal. You get a meet and greet. You get to take a picture with the artist. You get food. There'll be some, probably some jerk chicken, some soup, whatever else in there. You have a private bar, so you don't have to wait 2 hours for a drink. You get to skip the line and do a separate entrance, so you don't wait an hour inside. You have the 2 bathrooms in the back. That's only for you. I've seen the women's bathroom during big events. It's crazy. You got your own little bathroom back there for the VIP people. And this is similar to a lot of events, specifically Trinidad. When you go to the Caribbean, you get VIP, and Jamaica too. It's blocked off. You have whatever, but then you can go back into the party and mix it up with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So for the extra $30-$40, you get all of that. I think it's an incredible deal, and I'm going to say, just straight up that yeah, I need you guys to buy VIP tickets because the tickets are so cheap for general admission. That's the only way that these events work. And if you do support it like
Right.
this, we can do more artists on this type of level. And this is honestly, I wanted to sell this without selling it to the other promoters who will look at Unity and say, well, this isn't a venue. You can't have Skang. You can't have Kess. You can't have those people. The numbers don't make sense. But if you think out the box a little with a little creativity, things like VIP tickets, then yeah, we're getting closer. You know what I mean? It won't be cartel ever, unless he just decides to give us a block. But we can get closer to our bigger artists being at home in our venues if we do something like that, and then it kind of works. You know what I mean? So that's the dirty little secret. And tickets are flying for real. I'm not one of those promoters, whatever. I'll send Bobby the screenshot. A lot of tickets are flying.
What I want to ask you is we're gonna go a little bit off topic, but this is on topic.
Yep.
And we've said this on this podcast for months now that dancehall is something that's gonna become unreachable for us in the community,
Mm-hmm.
and we see it happening now. And I hear a lot of people, and it's pissing me off. And it just seems that it's usually somebody that's not from Jamaica when they do this post, and which also pisses me off because we all eat curry fucking goat.
Right.
We all eat bami. We all eat mango. We all drink rum. We are from, all of us is from the Caribbean. All of us. We're just on different islands, and each island has their own set cultures and values. We're all from the Caribbean. And if there's a war today that breaks out in America and it's everyone versus the islanders, all the islanders are going to stick together. Right? So let's act like there's a war and everybody's against us. I don't like people bitching and complaining that Cartel is allegedly 1.5 million, which I think he deserved. I think every artist deserves what they get paid. If you can't afford 1.5 million, that's on you. I don't like the fact that those same black people don't question Taylor Swift's ticket prices and the bot fiasco that bought all of her tickets, created a frenzy to then sell out the shows. And a lot of 12-year-old girls were heartbroken because they couldn't get tickets because it was basically allegedly, well, I mean, it's not alleged. I mean, it's in court papers that they're trying to ban bots from buying tickets. How do you feel about the 1.5 million for Cartel? It's a good thing, right? It's a good thing for the culture, right?
Forget the culture for a second, Bobby. If I had $3 million and I could have got one of the first 3 shows from Cartel when he got out, I would have given him the $3 million and I would have had it here in Boston and I would have made $3 million profit on it. The numbers just make sense, right? For the ticket prices that he can charge, the amount of people that he can get in there, it makes sense. For 1.5, it sounds out of control, but we need big artists, right? And specifically, like, I'll switch over from dancehall to soca, even though it's still one Caribbean.
It's one Caribbean. It's one Caribbean.
When we had certain artists, pushing the boundaries of how much we need big artists. So we need artists who make enough money that they don't have to go and work a 9 to 5 after a season. Like, there was an old Calypso song, I don't remember it, and my dad and I talk about it too, and it talks about basically like after carnival season in Trinidad, about how all the Calypsonians go and all the jobs that they're doing after carnival season, working on the side of the road, doing whatever. If we want better music from our artists, then we should take care of our artists, right? They should be able to make enough for a year where I don't have to see Valiant at friggin' the MBTA, right?
Right.
For him to pay his bills. Now, I think that, the artist should work with us within reason so that they're not totally outside of what we can do. Sometimes it's just like, all right, man, like, it doesn't make sense. But if I can make $200,000 on a show, then yeah, I can give you 50,000. That makes sense. If Cartel can make a show $10 million, yes, 1.5 is, yeah, take it.
Take it. What are we talking about?
Take it.
What are we talking
You
about?
know what I mean? We need Cartel. He's huge for the culture. He has crossed lines for us that people are listening to dancehall and even soca because of him, and Caribbean stuff because of him, because of the music. Especially growing up in Boston, like there's no party culture without dancehall in Boston for everybody. I don't care if you're from Dominican Republic. I don't care if you're straight ADOS American. I don't care what island you're from. Every house party you went to, every school party, if you're of color, and even some who are not of color, dancehall culture is big. So we need those big artists. So we needed Sean Paul to be big. We needed Beanie Man to be big. We needed Cartel to be big. We need those artists because it spreads it out. We needed a Brooklyn anthem so that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of those people on Caribbean screaming the Brooklyn anthem. Like, that's huge. So we do need big artists. I will say that I hope most artists work with us, and I'm glad Cartel is most of his shows is with Reggae Fest, who happens to be Jamaican woman. Oh, she's half Jamaican, but whatever. She's a Jamaican woman that he's running. Somebody who is involved in the culture for real, who grew up listening to Cartel like us, and she's part of the machine with Live Nation. So, like, boom, like, we need that. Shout out to that. We need big artists. You know what I'm saying? So 1.5 million. I mean, honest to God, if I had it, I would have been done it already. But obviously, I can't. You know what I mean? So if I would have got one of those first 3 shows, he could have had it easy. $1 million easy.
Let me tell you something right now, Sherwin. I'm working on something right now, and there's a potential that it could make a lot of money.
Yep.
If this thing fucking works, I would pay $1 million to put Cartel in fucking Unity. I would.
Right.
I would.
That would be crazy.
Because and to be a dickhead, all the people online in Boston that's talking shit about it, I would have their name at the door. It would be a free show at Unity, and the niggas who's talking shit online, you wouldn't be allowed to go. Yo, Cena, welcome to the chat.
Hold on. 10 seconds. Bobby, I swear to God, we're the same person. I've thought about that for my birthday party. It wouldn't be Cartel. I thought about a big artist and just like, you know what? All my limers, like, cool. The people who talk shit about we will never go to Unity, but now that Valiant and all these people are here, you're gonna come for one time. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
These are the people. I'm gonna go through my email list. You're invited. My phone list, and I have a phone list too. I haven't started harassing y'all via text, but that will come.
Yes.
You're the only people allowed to come in because that's gonna happen. I see everything. I don't usually comment on everything, but I do see everything. Stay in your yard. But I'll go on mute with that.
Yeah, I think this is why Cartel getting 1.5 million, whether he deserves it or not, that's for another live stream.
Absolutely, he does, but you're right.
But he deserves it.
By far.
It's the trickle-down effect. We're all human beings, and we're all gonna fight, right? And we all want to be on the train. So if Cartel is touring the world, a lot of artists who believe they were the big thing when Cartel was locked up will now want to get into the action, right? So then now they will charge a little bit more, but they're more easy to negotiate to come to Unity, to come to Sorrow and Lime, to come to Big Night Live, because everybody don't want to look like they're just sitting down in Jamaica doing nothing, right? It's the trickle-down effect. So those artists make money. There's more shows at bigger venues, so real time is now working. If real time is working, he's taking pictures of the DJs. The DJs are now working. This is a collective trickle down effect that helps out everyone.
Yeah.
And even if you're not doing dancehall and you're just doing soca music, the fact that 1.5
Right.
is going to cartel, I guarantee you, because here's the whole thing. When you look at it, right? And Gas sent me a picture the other day. It's like, yo, look at this. And I need glasses. What the fuck is this? It's a bunch of black dudes in shorts. So that's why I text DJ Gas, said, yo, it's a bunch of black dudes in shorts. He said, look upon the picture, zoom in. So I had to go get my glasses and zoom in. And the niggas in shorts was Movado, Buju, Cartel, and Bounty.
Mm.
They're in Miami.
Mm.
The trickle down effect is coming. So now if they're in Miami, the Massacres, the Valiants, the Skangs also want to be in Miami. If they're in Miami, the Montanas, the Allison Hines, you think she just want to sit down in her country? She wants to be on the road too. Everybody's gonna want to be on the road. Everybody don't want to be sitting down because people talk. In some rum bar right now in Barbados, somebody's saying, yo, I don't believe, boy, I can't even do a Bajan accent, but I don't believe, boy, that this guy is getting 1.5 million. They're saying the same thing in Trinidad,
Yeah.
Guyana, Grenada, all over the Caribbean. So this is going to get everybody's going to be excited to get on the road. It's a trickle down effect, and we all going to make money of it. And I tell you what, Sherman, and I know you do great shit, but and I know Tricks or Hates is fucking word. It's the momentum of cartel coming out that's allowing what you're doing to keep rolling.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hazel, what's going on, baby? Welcome to the Chizzy. Just here on the live stream, man. Live stream's going crazy.
Yeah, no, it's people are online, man, especially with that fight that they're online, you know. So
Yeah, I got
look what it's done for Reggae Fest. Now Reggae Fest was already big, right?
already big.
But now you take that, you know, what they've done for each other. Let's put it that way. They've done for each other. Specifically, she
It's a
had a big
marriage.
enough platform to hold him, and now he's
Right.
solidifying. So now she can go with the other big art. She can do, you know, not Buju,
Bounty.
Godzilla, yeah, Bounty, Massacre,
Idonia.
and
Idonia.
Idonia on whatever on same arenas under reggae. Like that's huge for dancehall. Like when have we seen? Like it almost feels like we're gonna get those type of concerts consistently in these arenas, right? So like you know now when you have artists even like Valiant, you know maybe you can have Valiant, TJ, 450, whatever, and they're all on a show together, and now they're at Barclays under Reggae Fest,
Right.
right? Because they make good. It's big music, so it's like you said, it's a trickle down effect. You know, rising tide raises all ships. I've always had an abundance mindset. I've never looked at, especially smaller things as competition. You know, for me, like it's great when I walk into 10 different clubs on a night and I hear soca and all those other clubs, because for 40 years there was only one place that you were going to hear it. Like it's great for me when I walk into 100 different places and cartels playing it, because before there was probably 3 or 4 places that were playing it, right? So it widens my net. You know what I mean? So I'm all for it. I think it's dope. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think I love it. I came back to the scene by accident at the right fucking time.
Yeah.
Like I had no clue that cartel would even come out. I just decided to come back, and it just happens to be when everything is hitching. And the person that was really, you know, Brit, I know that name in Boston. But Brit was kind of like whispering in my ear, yo, you need to come back, blah, blah, blah. And she was giving me the cartel updates, and cartel's going to be free, blah, 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 blah. And this is it. This is our time to strike. And I don't think us as people from the Caribbean, out of many one people, man. I know that's Jamaican slogan,
Right.
but
But
I'm
it's a
stealing that
Caribbean slogan
slogan.
too. It's a
Yeah,
Caribbean slogan.
I'm
Works.
stealing that shit from Jamaica, and that's the whole Caribbean.
Right.
Out of many one people, because we have different type of blacks and Indians mixed all
Right.
into what the fuck we doing.
A little bit of Spanish in there.
A little bit of Spanish, like out of many one people. Germans, whole bunch of Germans.
Chinese, all of them.
Chinese, all of them. I mean, yeah, it's this is a good time.
Mm-hmm.
This is really, really, really I mean, this is it, man. I think this is our time, and I don't think it will be. Yeah,
That's huge, man. It's huge. It's huge. It works all the way around.
Worse, man. Holy shit! I
Works all the way
fucking love
around,
this shit.
you know. But I think we're on a path, specifically in Boston, that we can move forward. Yeah, we need more spaces, but for now, with the spaces that we have, they should be ram off every week. When there's events like this, they should be ram off every week, and they should be making lots of money. So when new spaces are available for sale, we can start looking into those new spaces. Right. So I think we should be in a position, right? Like we should have been in a position for K's. And I don't know who was and who wasn't, but me as a person, I would have liked to be in a position to be like, all right, what can I do here? And I don't want that to ever happen again. I don't want that to happen again.
I was. We are the same people, because I was thinking about this morning. The money that we were making, I don't know what the statute of limitation is. I mean, made a shit ton of fucking money, and my mother at the time was like, just put that in real estate. When you get money on the street, why the fuck would I do real estate?
Right.
But I mean, we're talking back in the day where like you didn't need credit, you didn't need a job, you didn't. I don't think you even needed a fucking pulse. Right. I think you just went into the bank and said, I need a loan. The bank was just giving you money, and the money that we were making weekly would have been a down payment for 2 houses, because you got to understand a down payment for a crib now is like 30 grand, right? I mean, if you were making that type of money a week back then, that's 3 or 4 houses, because they ain't going for $1 million. They're going for 100 grand. They're going for 80 grand. And it's all the three families in the hood that nobody wanted, right? Because when we came here, like especially my family, I know I would assume the same thing happened to your family. Jamaican, what's going on? Hindsight's 2020, like shit, yeah. And it probably did happen to your family. When we came to this country, we wanted to live not in Roxbury, Dorchester, or Mattapan, because we're coming from the hood in our country. We wanted to live like a little bit of Milton, little Randolph, little Canton. We wanted a nice neighborhood. We didn't like when we drive to these places look like dog shit, and they still look like dog shit, but we didn't want to live there. So the real estate agents redlined us, or blockbuster, whatever the correct term is, which I should fucking know because I'm in fucking real estate.
Right.
And they pushed us into the hood. They pushed us into Roxbury. They pushed us into fucking Dorchester. They pushed us into Mattapan. And I could have bought. I should be the richest dude in the Caribbean community right now. The richest. Because I should have.
Oh, the stories I hear from my parents and stuff about houses. This house was 500, 1,000, 3,000. Like,
Trendsetter, what's going on? Yo, like.
What up, Firevines?
Should have bought like. I should own like 200-300 houses. Because there's people that own 100 doors. I should own like 100 to 200 doors in this city. So now, when you kill off blacks, whether they deserve it or not, that's another stream. Bobby Shake should have came in and said, yo, boops, Caribbean Culture Club stays, we buying it. Liquor license, everything. And because we have the money, we could fuck with the city because we have long money. So if they want to hold the permitting, if they want to hold break ground, if they want to hold us and they want to tie us up in court where we can't open up another Caribbean community center there because of what just happened, we have the bread and the attorneys to be like, fuck it. All right, cool. If they want to put me through $1 million of paperwork, I could do $1 million of paperwork, no fucking problem. And we fight the city and we keep it open because it's all bread. And then you're just giving bread to the politicians to make shit work. You're doing your little fucking fundraisers and you're handing out your backpacks and all the other bullshit that you got to do to get where you got to get to. And then 3Cs stay. And then you clean it up, right? So now you have 3Cs, you have Unity, and then we have Ks down the street.
Right.
And then now, since me and Sherwin has made this relationship, about, yo, Sherwin, what's good? Boops, K's is for sale. Let's me and you go half on it, right? So now you own Unity, you got Unity, I got 3Cs, we got K's, then we have Sorrow and Lime, right? Now we could really come together about, all right, cool, Shakes, you do Valiant, Friday, I do this, that, and then we could just make the money circle in the hood. But yeah, man, I wish if that's the only I wish I did that. I spent all my money on sneakers. I didn't spend it on bitches. Spent it on sneakers. And I mean back then too, to run Bobby Shakes that was expensive. Like between 1998 to like maybe I don't know when GoDaddy, we would have to find it when GoDaddy came in. It was like $3,000 a month to run the website, which in 1998, that was like it's real fucking money. It's real money. If people knew what the hood would look like in the 80s, we're in the Pam, right? But Sherwin, now that we know it ain't gonna happen again.
It's just a fact.
But the problem is, what's next for sale? We gotta be ready for what's next for sale. I don't know what's next for sale.
I don't know, but we don't know. But I think the lesson learned is we should have, $1 million under our beds.
Need $1 million underneath our beds.
Right. We need our businesses to be extremely profitable.
Right.
Extremely profitable. The same way we need our artists to make lots of money so they're in a position to do dope shit. We need our venues, our promoters, all that stuff like that. You want to keep your promoters happy so they keep promoting and they're not like, F this, I'm almost done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Love happy.
You need it.
What the fuck is Trickstar doing in the comments?
Yeah, Trick, what's going on? Trick.
Yo.
Trick, get on, man. Same link.
My man, Vax.
I was calling you, Trick. You ain't picking up your phone.
So it's...
Yeah, Trick, come on, man. Same link. Where you at? Let me call Trick, man. Trick don't pick up his phone. Let's see here.
It makes sense, Like, Trickstar hit me up like, yo, when you're doing an outdoor event, make sure that I could do the hookah. And I'm just like, yeah, cool. Like, that's the way it should work. You know what I mean?
That's the way it should work.
Everybody should make $1,
I want to do my breaking news, but I need Trick on. Where the fuck is he? Trick never picks up his phone. See if he picks it up now because he's on stream. The nigga pick up the phone now. The nigga pick up the phone now because he's on stream. Where you at?
Yo, man, I got a stuffy nose. I'll be on in 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
5 minutes. All right, because he's 5 minutes.
All right.
Nigga never pick up his phone. Yo, what's going on? Cyprus.
Big up Cyprus, man.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm doing the stock market shit. Hold Hold on, man. Let me see where the fuck Tasha Michelle is. Because I want to break my news. But I just can't break my news like that.
Hello.
Where are you at?
Work.
You need to jump on the stream real quick.
What you doing?
You need to jump on the stream real quick. I got breaking news.
All right.
All right, jump on the stream. Same link.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna wait for these motherfuckers. I want everybody to stay where they're at. I'm gonna go get some ice because I'm sweating my fucking balls off in this basement.
Damn, July 4th weekend's gonna be crazy. Realize the day before we got Cass.
Woof. So we have Kess. So when's Kess?
Cass is Thursday.
Kess is Thursday. You're Friday.
It's Friday. Coogie's birthday party, I think, is Saturday. Sensational.
Are we going to New York for a bounty?
Holy shit, that is Saturday too.
Yeah, we gotta make that happen.
Ooh.
Dasha,
Hey, what's up?
I'm waiting on Trickstar.
Valiant.
Friday morning is a big boat ride that morning too.
It's usually the morning, and then people come back and
Mhm.
be outside. But I thought you was gonna put it out in the yard, Sherwin.
Yo, y'all talk. I gotta get fucking. See, I
Thought
don't
I
have
was
no money to
gonna be
put AC my
outside.
mom's trip. Bullshit.
We'll
Be right back.
we'll be open on the show. I put in for the permit maybe about a month and a half ago. I've had the flyer, deposits, and all that paid for about a month. I've been waiting to hear back. I haven't heard anything back. Flyer have to drop. It's 2 weeks away. So I dropped the flyer. You know,
And keep your fingers
keep
crossed.
it crossed. If it's not outside, then we gotta deal with big party either way.
Yeah.
But I would have liked for it to be outside. It's July 4th and all the rest of that stuff like that too. I don't know.
God, we believe in it. We believe in it. God.
Yeah. So as of now, at the
We
worst,
inside.
we inside. At the worst. But
Well, we still get Valiant for $29.99. So
can't
if you
beat
miss
that, right?
yeah, for $29.99. What?
Can't beat that. So I tell people, this is a free party. That's not a free party. If you know, you know.
Sherwin, I need to see the boat ride flyer over your page, sir.
Over my page. Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. That's gonna sell off too, though. Everybody are talking about that. Yeah, no worries about that. That boat ride sell off. I got my ticket.
I want everybody to come wearing pink.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my outfit.
I ordered some little souvenirs to give away. I hope everything just reach on time and everything just go I want it to go. Anybody want tables? Because they don't give us bottles, but if you want to buy your table for whatever, the tables are $50. Because females are go.
Right.
This is gonna be quick. Just wait. Yo, we're selling tickets on this thing. Let me see here. See the ticket count here. We're moving tickets today.
Yay. I was just saying Valiant for $29.99. Me and my whole household outside.
$29.99.
Listen.
That's not the price, is it?
Yes, it is.
Group tickets, if you buy more than one, they're $29 each. That's the early bird price. If you buy one ticket by itself, it is $39.99. People can't complain.
My house full of people, Bobby.
Yeah.
So me falling at $29.99 category.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking EBT prices.
They will go up, but
well, I mean, obviously.
go grab them. So again, this is a free party without it being free.
Me
So
think by tomorrow it go up. So me just make sure everybody grab for them car. When me let the price, I remember when Dexter that was $29.99 too.
There's been 86 tickets sold so far in the last hour.
86 tickets sold in the last hour?
Yeah. So we'll sell probably 200 by the end of the day.
Oh, definitely. And now, I mean,
And then we'll
nice.
almost be at 50%.
Which we kind of figure cause
Buy your
myself.
tickets. This is when. If you try to wait till you're at the door, I'm sorry. I'm sorry ahead of time for
You
everybody who.
said it's a ticket. You did say it's a ticket event. It did say it's a ticket event.
I'm sorry in advance for everybody who doesn't get there. Sorry in advance.
Because the club can't hold but so much.
And everybody knows that, and you have everybody talking about it's too small. Yes, okay, Valiant is bigger than Unity, but at the same time, if you already know that, your ticket should have been purchased long time. Because I'm not dealing with that.
The fact that you got Valiant at Unity is a plus. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, me and Bobby talked about it before. I think we have to rethink the thought process behind getting bigger artists with the venues that we have. So Valiant is financially the biggest artist we've ever had at Unity.
All right.
By far. Everybody already knows that anyway.
So I have breaking news, and I just wanted Trick and Josh Michelle to hear this. And I've been crying all fucking day over this news. My mom's like, "Why are you crying?" I go, "Because this is big fucking news. I'm getting a fucking award at the Caribbean breakfast at the State House. I don't know if I should be saying this on stream." Yeah, I've been nominated by Tasha Michelle's people. Should I be saying this on stream, Tasha? Can I say this on stream? I should have been kept quiet. I don't know, but I wanted to. I just want to put that information out there. I'm extremely humbled. And it's coming at the right time. Coming at the right time when dance hall is on the rise, and we're putting in work, and it just goes to show, like with the stream, like that's why I said, Sharon, we got to start boring people with the weeds, because we want people to come here and start to learn. And Tasha been saying this, we got to start doing politicians, because the politician here, we gotta expand it a little bit. But I think the business aspect of what we're doing, I think we're doing a good thing, man. I'm extremely humbled, like crazy.
So, Bobby, say what kind of award it is again. I missed that part.
Okay, so I don't know if I should be reading this. I don't know if it's a. Hold on.
It's a nomination. You know, people
This is
hear about the
nomination.
nominees. They hear about the nominees early all the time.
All right, hold on a second. All right, I can read it. Dear Bobby Shakes, I know I read on a 4th grade level, but bear with me. Dear Bobby Shakes, congratulations. You've been selected to be honored as a distinguished member of the Massachusetts Caribbean community at the first annual Caribbean of Commonwealth Breakfast, hosted by the Boston Caribbean American Association. The celebration will take place on Thursday, blah, 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 at the Massachusetts State House Great Hall. Breakfast will be served, and you'll be recognized your outstanding contributions to our community. Please confirm your attendance by blah, 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 at this email. I'm coming. Send, I'm coming. I'll be there.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted to share that with y'all. And this is why I think talking the business about what we're doing. We gotta. That's what we gotta start doing, man.
That's all it takes, man. They're giving you your flowers, Bobby.
But you guys gotta come on stage with me. I'm bringing like I've been calling like all the niggas that have silently that helped Bobby Shakes get to where it is. I call them out and say, yo, y'all niggas gotta come with me, man. And all the old Jamaicans are gonna say? Look upon him now. It couldn't just come up there and get this award and go down and sit down. You have to bring up about 100 people because the 100 people is the motherfuckers that held me down. So we're all going up there, Michelle.
You're gonna accept your award and go back to your seat. Bobby,
I guess
Bobby.
so. Yes. Yeah, I mean, this could have been done without all y'all though, and everybody. So could have been done. Could have been done without y'all. Could have been done without y'all. So a lot of breaking news today. Sweaty as fuck down here in this basement.
It was fucking Juneteenth, man. It's 90 degrees outside, man.
I mean, this is why slavery should be illegal. Too hot to work in the sun. Just that alone should let you know slavery's bad. People are scanning the QR code. It's fucking awesome. Trickstar, Tosh Patel, $29 valid. How many tickets y'all buying?
I'm part of staff. I'm here with the DJs. Fuck you, me.
All I know is my DJs better not try that shit.
Yeah, I'm here with the DJs.
I am taking it straight out of the pit. It's gonna be just like Amani. If you know, you know. This show is basically a free event without it being free. So don't bother ask me about no comps.
My man said he's
$30 to see Valiant. Don't ask me about no comps.
The man says with the DJ. That's some bullshit.
You don't even know who the DJs are. There's no DJs on the flyer.
Don't even put no DJs on the damn flyer.
Well, you see how good that worked for FC. You have to put 1 or 2 Boston DJs on the flyer. Come on. Wait a second. Did I get a collective sigh? Did I just get a collective sigh? No. Wait a second. Walk on in now. We just get a collective sigh. That's what makes. No. Don't get me rotted on the stream. I just got a collective sigh.
Yes, you did.
You need 1 or 2 of them on the show. 1 or 2. No.
You try something to see if it works. If it doesn't work, you know what didn't work, and you move forward.
And you move on, and everything.
Just move on and
we
keep
don't
going.
take L's. Every L is a lesson. As promoters, we're learning and we grow, and we're not mad people, so we won't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result.
That's all that is. Too many. I'm with the D. It's funny because I had 2 people come to the door and said, "I'm playing with the DJ." No, you're not. We have only 1 out-of-town DJ, and he's playing all night. So who are you playing with? So it's just to, you try something, try to cut certain things out the way. It still happens. It didn't work. Try something new. That's all.
Wait, I just got it. What are y'all talking about? We're talking about Valiant is in town. Give the date.
July 4th.
July 4th.
July 4th. Oh, July 4th. Ain't that Clean Cruise party?
We ain't seen no flyer yet. So.
Party this year. You're late.
Oh, there's no white thing on luxury white on July 4th?
No, everybody's sad, so we're just gonna wear our white to Valiant. into a big all-white party.
She bought hers already. How you buy yours already? And we just released the news.
She already bought her.
Not it.
Because if you don't buy it, no ticket, she can't get in. This we get it certificate event.
Wow.
All I want, Sharon, is can I get my same parking spot?
Breaking up. Damn.
You're breaking up.
Can I get my same parking spot?
What is she saying?
That can work.
What she say?
She
can
wants
get a
her
same
damn
parking
VIP parking spot.
Oh wow.
Oh, doors open at 9, not 10. Get there early. You've been warned.
Boom.
The doors open at 10?
At
No,
9.
9. So let me ask you this, Sherwin. How are you going to run the logistics to make the line run smooth? This is your test. This is your test, Sherwin. Your motherfucker, you. How you going to do that? How you going to do that?
So here's my evil plan. I hope the general admission line is terrible.
And everybody buys tickets, so.
And if you don't want to deal with it, buy your VIP. Skip the line to VIP.
Will there be 2 exits, 2 entrances?
2 entrances. You have the regular entrance that you always go through, and then the side door, the members bar, that would be the VIP door. So if you have VIP tickets, you just go straight to that side door. When you walk in, there's going to be a private bar there. There'll be a photo booth for you to take your pictures. Next to that, we'll have the food station. You get food, complimentary non-alcoholic drinks. And then we'll have our little backdrop. So later when we do the meet and greet, women can hug up Valiant and take their one picture and go on the party and line, you know? Completely separate entrance, completely separate bar. You're not waiting an hour in the main bar to go get your drink. Grab your drinks there, get your bottles there. If you bought a table, set up your tables and, bring it inside. Completely VIP, a real VIP experience. Completely separate entrance, everything. And then separate bathrooms. The bathrooms in the back is only for VIP. There'll be wristbands. If you don't have a VIP wristband, you can't use that bathroom. Go use the rest of it with the rest of the general admission. The 4 people them. Just kidding.
Nah, it's good, man. You do $5 every Friday, man. They could pay
And all is
$20,
welcome.
$30 1 week.
Sherwin, look at me now. Look at me. All is welcome, young and old.
Well, I don't consider myself old, and I know a lot of people don't, but all the limers are welcome. I don't care what age you are. If you're a limer, we know who is who, you know? Come out.
Wow.
So who got the grill out? Nobody grilling?
Oh man. VIP, yeah, no, VIP ticket is there too. I would hold, if you do, I would go buy the VIP ticket and then wait a little bit and sell your early bird ticket because that price is going to
change.
double.
Your $29.99 price is going to change, Chantel. So even if you go get the VIP, you can always make your money back off of the ones you have already.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, exactly. We talked about that earlier. For the most part, if the place sell out general, there's no money made. I'm begging people to buy VIP tickets because that's how we can have big artists at a venue like this. We have to find a way to raise the prices of tickets, and I can't charge you $100 for regular tickets. So hopefully all the extra stuff I just mentioned entices you to buy. Right now it's an $80 ticket. It will go to $100, and then it will go to $130. I appreciate everybody who buys VIP. I'm actually begging y'all to buy VIP so we can keep doing this. We can keep doing this. We can have these type of artists right here at, you know what I mean? We can change the thought process of what's too big, you know what I mean? Because when I went to Dolly Sundays in Kingston, that place isn't as big. It ain't that big. But somehow you're able to have 450 and all the rest of those artists down there. You know what I mean? Was it Mecca? Club Mecca? Club Mecca, you probably hold about the same thing. So somehow you're able to make it work. So if they're not too big for that, because it's culturally the right vibe, then they're not too big for our unity either.
Sherwin will be on the boat in his pink shirt. So Kevin, you will be on the boat in your pink shirt as well.
Mm-hmm. It might be salmon.
You look
Salmonish.
good in salmon. You
Oh,
look good in salmon. It's kind of like a pink though, but it's
yeah.
that soft as
It's
yeah, it's
softer.
still pink.
I don't know if I'm gonna
And
wear
I mean,
hot.
guys,
it's,
for those that don't know why it's pink because I am a breast cancer survivor. That's the reason why the boat is pink. We're turning up because I'm still here and my boobs is still there. It's gonna
You
be
gotta see
outside. That's
yourself.
why I like
My
to
mom's a
have it
breast cancer
outside. Bobby
survivor.
don't know that's why I like to have it outside.
why?
Because it's still here. The doctor didn't take it off.
Let me see here.
It's gonna be completely outside on the boat.
Let me see here.
Oh, and everybody has 15 minutes until I post that flyer on all the
Here
other
we
social
go.
media.
Here we go again. Here we
I've
go
only
again.
posted
Here
it
we
on
go again.
Facebook, so
Here we
everybody.
go again.
So the Facebookies got the early link. 15 minutes is going on Instagram, Twitter,
And then we're gonna
everywhere
run the
else,
ads.
threads.
Yeah.
No, that's wicked though to see 80 plus sales in what is it, 2 hours?
If you're a promoter, you know that's insane.
No, that's absurd. That's
Look
wicked.
You
here,
know
we
that.
are talking about Valiant here. This is
No, it,
Valiant we're talking about. You remember what a
Yeah,
McCarlin
no,
looked like when he was there? This is
yeah,
Valiant we talking about. I am expecting people to be outside trying to tear the door down
yeah.
on that day. I would love if it goes out in the yard so Sherwin can just sell extra, extra, extra and say the show is inside and outside.
wicked.
I would love that too. And
Can we get
I'm gonna under promise and hopefully over deliver. Right now we are inside,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're inside
and
now,
I'm
so that's all we can say.
can we get Valiant on the stream?
Closer to the show.
You know what? That might happen because his people's been really cool, man. His people been really cool. So I'll act. I can't
Can't
promise
I mean,
anything, but I'll
you
act.
have to promise live. What the fuck are we doing here? I mean, e-
Maybe, maybe
e-
not.
even if it doesn't happen, you still got to promise it.
Mhm.
And we believe it's going to happen. Look at you getting an award from the Boston Caribbean American Association. Look at you.
Cheers.
So do we collect this award as a collective?
Yes,
That's why he
I
said
will be
he's
in the
bringing.
building. That's my organization. So I'll be in
I
the building. Don't
know.
worry.
Yeah, like I want all. Yeah, I want that shit to look like Wu Tang. 100 niggas on stage with me.
No, 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 no. The stage is not that big, and we're gonna have mayor and these. No, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna make them want to investigate our stream and want to do more for us and have us talk to more people. And it's gonna be a political time, so we'll be able to have those conversation. And maybe the mayor will come sit with us and chat and chop it up
I'll just
and
be in the
tell
crowd
us
like
why
this.
we should go with the Asian and not
Whatever else.
the rich guy.
Billionaire.
I
I
like
got
the
I
rich
need to
guy.
run. I gotta go. I haven't
I,
even dropped the
I
flyer for tomorrow. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, man.
All
Cheers.
right, Sherwin.
all right. So congratulations on the nomination, your awards, and all the good things that's going on. We will be at Valiant on July 4th wearing our white clothes.
We will be.
Yes, I will be. Did you know I went to Unity Friday and Saturday of last week? Trick, could you tell him that?
I 2 nights in a row.
2 nights in
Two
a row.
nights in
Big
a
up.
row, a day in a Unity, holding it like a G.
Crazy.
And I will be outside this Friday night. Saturday night, I'll be in two parties. I'm gonna go do my hair and go to one party and then drive back home to go to the next party.
I think I'm in Unity on Saturday.
And then Sunday is ooh la la, guys. Remember Sunday we at Zaz for the Dream Team, Kareem and Kuji.
I gotta be at
Ooh la
I
la.
gotta be at the brunch.
Your
I gotta
brunch
be
is
at the brunch.
after. Your brunch starts in the evening. What are you talking about? Their brunch is earlier than yours.
No, my brunch is 1 to 7.
Oh yeah. I thought your brunch was later than that.
1 to 7. It should be. Everybody shows up at fucking 8 o'clock.
Well, it's the dream team this Sunday, so go to Ooh La La, get your jerk, whatever, 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 and then go to Slays and get your chicken wings.
There you go.
But you know
Man,
the combo at Ooh La La is Coogee and Kareem. You know how it go. Them island boys.
yo, X has been crazy.
Twitter X.
Yeah, X has been crazy.
I'm seeing
Facebook, not
all
too
the
many people.
cookouts and I'm seeing all the events, and I've seen a lot of people lean towards the direction that I was gonna go next. But Trick, I have an idea. When I get off, I want to talk to you about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gotta go. I gotta do one event. And then Liz Miranda's over at Soaring Line for her birthday and donation party. But I have to
So,
go and do
people, if
some.
you're outside, it's Juneteenth. Go over to Sarlin Lime. It's Lid's birthday and fundraiser. Go out and support the doll. Remember, y'all knew her as a promoter way before she became a politician. She's still a
Right.
sweetheart, still the loving person she was from the get go. Politics has not changed her. If anything, it's made her super smart on how to protect our people and how to handle stuff. So go out and support her. Make a donation, $50, $25, anything. Go out and donate.
Is is the malls open?
What?
Everything's damn near open, man.
I
Except
gotta run to the.
Eh,
I
Yeah.
gotta go to the mall and I gotta get a because I gotta be on a construction site in 10 minutes and then I gotta come back here. I gotta shower. Then I go to Soaring Line. But I can't go to Soaring Line looking like this. I'm gonna have rat pee all over me.
you, you.
I'm going to. I got. Yeah, I have to do architectural drawing at a place with. There's a lot of rats in there.
Okay.
So,
Or you could stop by. It depends on what. If you want a nice fresh shirt to wear, Tasha Michelle has t-shirts and button down. So you can
you have
stop
button
at
downs over
17.
there?
Yes, you can stop at 1775 Dorchester Ave at the corner
Is it all
of
black?
Wells and Dot Ave.
Do you have
Why you
all
gotta be
black?
all black? Why it's Juneteenth? Why you gotta be all black?
Because photographers got to wear all black.
Oh, okay, well, no, I doubt I have a lot of all black shirts right now. Summertime.
Yeah, I need. Look at that. Another fucking scan. Someone scanned another QR code. All right.
Okay.
Peace. I got to go to a rat hole. I'll see you soon. Trick, what are you doing?
Shit, chilling on my back porch, enjoying the weather, man.
You want to go to Sarah and Lime?
What time is that?
I don't know. I know it starts at 6, but I told her I'm gonna try and get there before 7:30. I could come and scoop you when I'm coming back from the rat hole, but I gotta go and take pictures at this rat hole and then fucking and I gotta do the Matterport scan. I gotta walk through the fucking house. So yeah, but I think we should pull up. I think we should roll. I think we should roll to Sarah and Lime tonight.
All right.
And you got a
Sorry, man.
camera, right?
Yeah, I got a camera,
Yeah,
man.
bring your fucking camera.
The fuck you.
Yeah, bring your fucking camera. Bring your camera.
All right, man. All right. All
Yeah,
right.
text me your address. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. I mean, we gotta do we gotta do this whole political thing, man. We have to. We have to start doing the political thing. Because we want some fun money. Shit. We gotta
Yes.
do the political thing. We gotta fucking pass out pencils, iPads, even though y'all niggas ain't gonna use them. But we have to start doing stuff for the community.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
As promised, hot sausage shoe.
It's a nice looking shoe.
Now this is pre.
Pre-COVID? Pre what?
Oh man, this is This is when Hot Sauce really wasn't into doing carnival, when her foot had like a nice little arch. Now her foot is flat and her toes are all big from stumping her feet up against the curb and walking in Trinidad barefoot. This is what Hot Sauce shoe look. You know, I wonder if she's thrown this other shoe away.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Where's the other one?
So I took this off of her foot, and she was walking around the club with 1 foot on, 1 foot of shoes on. It's a good night. I wonder how much this is worth. I mean, Hot Sauce now is a fucking bless you.
Thank you.
Hot Sauce now is a huge fucking megastar.
Yo,
It's
just
probably worth a lot of fucking money.
I was gonna say, put that in a damn acrylic case on your damn bookshelf.
Have her sign the case.
Yeah, sign something. You know, sign a piece of paper, stick it right in front of the shoe, and close it.
And close it.
Yep. Take out all the air out the box, so no air and mold get in there.
Yeah. All right, man. Yo, X has been fucking lit, bro. X has been lit.
As far as what?
Like people viewing.
Okay.
Like, yeah, Facebook was dead. YouTube had 1 person. Twitch had 1 person. Facebook had like 5 people.
You gotta remember, what time is it? It's 4:30. Some people are probably at work right now. They can't tune in.
Oh, they're still at work? I thought today was a holiday.
Not for everybody. A bunch of people still working. Remember, it's a holiday, but it ain't one of those holidays where they're closing businesses and stuff like that.
Oh, so Macy's is still open, you think?
I swear the mall got to be open. The mall's open. The Chinese food restaurants open. The liquor store's open. If the liquor store's open, it's not a freaking holiday. For real, for real.
Closes at 8 p.m. Hold on a second. Let me call Central Plaza. Because I just need a black fucking polo.
Assignment mall. Thanks.
All right, let me run up there. Let me go do my rat shit. And then, hey, if I have to show up to Liz's shit like this, I have to show up to it. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, brother. I'll see you.